And what I'd like to pose to you is a challenge of doing a planking set for the next 2 to 4 weeks and slowly increasing your time by 15 to 30 seconds each day. It depends on where you start off. You can start off holding for 30 seconds, you can start off holding for 20 seconds, you can start off holding for a minute, and then gradually increase it so you get stronger and stronger and stronger. I'll show you different variations to bring into your challenge so that it doesn't become mundane and boring. Okay, the basics of planking: 3 positions: bent arm plank, straight arm plank, and then your side plank. Let's start with that. So you're going to be on your hands and knees. Your bent plank, you're going to go down onto your elbows. You always want to try and keep the shoulders and elbows aligned. You're then going to extend one leg out onto the toe, another leg out, and you're going to drop the body down so that you are perfectly parallel to the ground, and you hold it there. Okay, your second position, straight arm plank. Your positioning of your body now is going to be slightly different. You're going to be in more of a diagonal. You're still going to have a straight line through the elbows and into the wrists. If you have wrist problems, you make fists. And then what you're going to find is you're going to find that you have a diagonal from the head through to the feet, but you want your body to be straight. Okay. And you hold them. Okay. The mistakes that people often make with planking is that you'll have malalignment of the elbows to shoulder area, and that will then cause a lot of strain on the shoulders. You'll take a lot of tension into the shoulders, so you'll pull the shoulders up. That will cause a lot of tightness and discomfort into the shoulders and the neck. And then the other thing is the dropping into your lower back, and that's usually partly as a result of not having strong enough core, but also because that is where the center of gravity is, and that is where the body feels heaviest, so that is where you will drop. I'm going to quickly try and show you what I don't want you to do and what I want you to avoid. So, in your normal planking position, it would be something like this, or something like this, or something like that. Okay, you're going to end up hurting yourself quite a bit if you do that. So always make sure, imagine my hand being on your belly button and on your back, and I'm kind of supporting and holding and pushing the belly button up so that you've got that nice, beautiful, straight body, either parallel to the floor when your arms are bent, or in a diagonal to the floor when your arms are straight. Your side plank now is obviously for the obliques and the abdominals, so it works into the sides, it works into your lats, it works into your love handles. You're going to balance on the outside of the foot. Once again, arm position is very important here. You want your elbow and shoulder aligned when you're in a push-up position. Okay, you push up and you hold it there, tummy is strong, lift into the side and you hold. Alright. Okay, so those are the basics with regards to your planking positions. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at some variations that you can bring in to make it a bit more challenging, a bit more fun with regards to your planking 14 to 30 day challenge. So what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with just your normal planking position and different positions from there that you can go into. The arm positions are straightforward, either bent arms or straight arms. I'm going to do a mix of that, but then we can bring in some different leg movements. Okay, the first thing we're going to just do an open leg position. So instead of extending your legs out and having them together, you're going to open them to the outside of your mat. It gets the body working slightly differently. Okay, you can also have them just a bit apart, hip width apart, and what you can then bring in is you can bring in some leg lifts. Okay, you can also bring in some knee lifts, or you can even do crisscrosses or your mountain climbers where you take your knee towards the opposite elbow. You can either do a lift an open, a close, and down. This is obviously all going to happen as you start to get a little bit stronger. Alright, the other thing that you can look to do is we can do hip rotations. So, in your planking position, you're going to rotate the hips down and up, and down, and up. Now you need to be quite strong into your core and into your shoulder girdle. Good. Alright, that brings in some nice oblique work. In the oblique position, some nice variations to do. Hip drops. Okay, where you drop your hip down and you lift. Good. You can also do leg lifts. Okay, and then you can do rotations where you rotate under and lift. Rotate and lift. Rotate and lift. Alright. So here is my challenge. What I'd like you to try is starting off with a 20 to 30 second plank. Daily, you do it in the 3 positions, and then slowly but surely you start to increase that. I'd like you to increase by 20 to 30 seconds a day, which means at the end of it you're going to be holding for a pretty long time, but you'll have gradually built up the strength to do so. The nice thing about your planking is that it literally works the entire body. So you should get a whole body workout just from holding for a few minutes every single day. There's a few little special things that I'd like you to think of when you're in your planking position. It will help you to engage certain muscle groups, and it will work your body a little bit better. So here they are. In your plank position, I want you to think of pushing out of the shoulders. So I don't want you to see you sunken into the shoulders. I want you to push out of the shoulders. The other thing, dig your toes hard into the ground and pull your heels away towards the back of you or towards the wall behind you, and then squeeze into the bums and squeeze into the tummies. So, you push out of the shoulders, you pull the heels away from you, you squeeze the bums and squeeze the tummies. It makes it considerably harder. There you have it. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Post some comments on this video to tell me how your planking challenges are going. Enjoy.